Hello,
Hey,
hello,
what's happening?
hello. Hold your horses, Angel.
I'm right.
We are back with another My Inner Thoughts, So Reality. With my co-host, Dollar Bones. I have two special guests with me. I'm sure everybody knows them. If you don't know them, I don't know where the hell you been at. Shout out to Angel and JT,
What's
JT
happening?
Chronicles.
What's happening, man?
Um, I'm good, man. How are you guys doing? Y'all like the OGs of the Cape, so
Yeah.
I know.
I'm
Oh,
always here to
for real,
listen.
for real.
Yep. We're like,
I'm always here to listen. Y'all drop some jewels for me throughout the years, and believe it or not, I've taken some of those and I've incorporated those into my life.
I
I'm
hope so.
sure JT, you've noticed, JT.
I
Angel,
def-
you've been watching,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
You gotta grow. You gotta grow. That's what it's about.
right? Cause
Right.
this wouldn't be happening if you were still in that same lane you were in before.
facts, big fact.
Yeah.
That's a
Not
fact.
like this.
That's respect. I respect that.
Absolutely.
I remember when I first moved out here, JT, you was like the big man on campus because you was the music promoter.
I'm doing some. Yeah, we're doing some concerts. We're doing lots of concerts at like different clubs and teenage
Yeah,
stuff. So yeah, it's like me and
yeah,
my boys and stuff like that. We had a good time.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
And I always remembered Angel as the DJ.
Yeah, I've been DJing for a long time. So from back in the BX days, So
Long time, yes.
Okay.
It's funny, Angel. I never told you this, but I know because I'm from Jersey, and I
yeah,
know
I know that.
a
Yeah,
bunch of motherfuckers, New York, everywhere, and
yeah,
I know some people that have seen you DJ
yeah,
out in the. I was like, what? Nah,
yeah,
we ain't talking about the same Angel. I brung your picture up. They like, that's him.
yeah. I used to be in the parks and Soundview Projects,
Love you. Yup.
Bronx River.
See,
Out of 184th, Marion. I used to be out there.
Marion. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
I does my homework a little bit, just a little
Yeah.
bit.
Mhm.
I want to know for you, JT. In the beginning, the music promotion. How did you even get into that? What made you want to do that?
I took a trip to Nashville, Tennessee, and I had a nice little trip. And I'm not gonna get deep into it, but it's like I had a very spiritual awakening. Like no ifs ands buts about it. It was 100% facts. It happened. I met my guardian angel, and not even kind of. It was like I was on the bus. That you ever take a bus a long trip? I took a bus to Nashville, right?
Never again.
Right, and
Yeah.
I did that. And
Yeah.
that's the trip. I took that. I was like 95. It was after a friend of mine died, and so this dude got on the bus like 3 a.m. and I was like, oh, it's like that the long back of the seat of the bus. I'm like, oh, that dude's going back there to sleep. And so something made me get up and take my bag out of my seat. Dude came up, put his hand on my shoulder like this. He's like, can I sit here? And I'm like, ah. So he was in my ear, and he's talking about how he said how he's a carpenter and how he was doing work on this country celebrity's house and this one and building floors and decks. And then he started talking about the Bible. He was saying, he's going, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, he's just saying, he's going all through all these things. Now, mind you, that was on the same prayer card that was in my bag that was for my boy who died in the motorcycle accident of him born, that his mother gave me. And it was the same passage my mother read to me before I left.
Yeah.
This is going on for a whole hour. And then he gets off the bus. He's like, you're going to be fine. He leaves me, does this. That was like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, we look for him after we start driving off. We don't see him. We meet a bus driver. He's like, looks at me. I look at him. I'm like, yo, where did he go? If he went left, right, straight, or back, he would have still seen him.
Wow.
So we didn't see him at all. So I met all these people, my mother, and I just met people doing business. And I was like, when I got back, I was like, I got to do something big with my life. So I got into like helping out some concerts at Puffy Bellies, and I was like, oh, I can do this all day. Like this is me. After being in the boy band all that stuff, I'm like, this is me. So
Like this is easy.
boom. Yeah, it was just the whole point of taking care of the artist.
Exactly.
Take care of the artist. If they're good,
Exactly.
they're gonna spread that word. Because
Yeah.
I get artists, so I know who was good to me, who wasn't good to me. Those
Yeah.
that only want something from you, or those that, that never do anything for you, but they want something from you, and then they just leave you there, but they don't take care of you. And you realize that when you start dealing with people. So I started conscious, and we just kept going from there, all kinds of, you know, it was cool. We made some good relationships.
Yeah, that's good.
So let me ask you this: Are you? I mean, I know the answer, but some people might not know the answer. Are you originally from the Cape?
I'm the only true original Cape Cod in my family.
Mm.
Born here, when they smoked in the delivery room. That's a cute baby.
Big facts, old school.
Man,
Yo,
Angel, you know, when
I
you can
love
smoke,
it.
that's way back.
I remember that.
Yeah, when you can smoke in the hospital. That
that's
was,
the original.
They should have still been doing that, because maybe we wouldn't have these generations as we do have now.
That's right. That's
Right?
right.
that hell.
Stupid as fuck.
That second
Yeah,
dance,
they
no
stupid as
joke.
fuck.
Mhm.
Seriously. So after your musical thing,
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of made you stop?
What made me stop doing the concerts? I slowed up my son when I became a single dad. That's what stopped it. I mean, I could have stopped. I could have stopped it. And after the ludicrous situation I had, where
I remember
all
that.
that stuff, I lost thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. But you know what? I had the same people that loaded me from way back, which would be Tim Luce, and my and you know, and my boy Kevin Gibson. You know, he's from the Missing Link. You know, right. So like they came up on stage with me, and I was like, I got my word and my reputation. That's all you got. So he ain't coming. Y'all can say if you want to leave, but nobody's getting the money back. I could have done that. I could let the police deal with all the BS going on outside. I was like, can't have that happen. So you want your money back? Go to the door. I was like, I got you. And then I paid everybody I need to pay that night. And then anybody else I had to pay later. I'm like, listen, I'll get it to you. You got to be patient. Now, if I didn't have the reputation I had, it would have been ugly.
Yes.
But it took me almost 2 years to pay off everybody that I dealt with. So that's over like almost close to $25,000.
You made it happen, though. You kept your word.
Right. Well, that's the whole thing, reputation, right?
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. One of the biggest things. And then I kept going. And I was like, I took some time off, and I was like, fuck, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You know what I mean?
That's one thing I can never call you, was because we had a few of these. I could never call you, though, a janky promoter.
No.
We had a few of them. We had a few.
Yeah. No. Your name is huge. You know that. Dollar, I know you know that, man. You met a few. We are too. You know, there's always us people that. I mean, I've been at shows where people are like, the promoter's already walking out the door, and like the show hadn't even started yet. He got that money. He was out.
It's like, where the hell you going? I'm good. I did what I came to do.
Right, and dudes coming through with their, you know, they ain't playing. They want their money.
That's right.
Yeah.
They want their money.
Right.
Since I'm pretty new to this, my question would be, how do you two guys meet?
Oh man, we met through sports, actually, because I played ball, and you had your league.
Too.
Oh yeah.
We had a basketball league. I played in this league, but we know so much of the same people on the Cape, because Cape is small, so we already were around each other. And then, so through basketball, really, he didn't play.
I didn't play.
No game.
I retired in 8th grade off a 3-pointer in rec. Drop that shit like boom. I left. That's how you retire.
Also met through music. He was doing shows. He was at the running Mill Hill shows at the Mill Hill Club. So I was always there. So we knew each other already, but we came tight way later.
Yeah.
Pretty much, it was
That's where I first met JT. I got a funny story about the Mill Hill before we segue into anything else. Now, me, I was way beyond my time. I was sophisticated, way beyond my time. Dollar, you know this. Niggas was wearing Abercrombie and Finch button-ups and corduroys in the projects hustling. You know what I mean? Before niggas even knew what button-ups was. I've been on that. But I came to the Mill Hill thinking like, all right, Mill Hill, you know, I'm coming in here sophisticated. I came in there with some shoes on, some slacks, and a button-up and a tie. Everybody looked at me like, who the fuck is this?
This is the Cape. That's how they looked at you. This is the Cape.
It wasn't that type of place, man.
No, it's not.
When when you come
Oh,
from
word.
when you come from Jersey and New York, and you dress up when you go out.
Right.
Facts.
You know, you put on your shoes,
Facts.
your button down, you dress. But that was something when I came up here, I had to get used to. Like, you know, they didn't dress up.
Only
Yeah,
club
this ain't the place for that.
only club that started pushing that was the Casbah.
Yup.
Safari Club. That's when they were like dress code, and you had to
Yeah.
come with, you know, slacks, some nice stuff, no work boots, which was good.
Casual.
I like that type of shit.
I do too.
Less fight.
Yeah.
You still paint on that outfit. You ain't trying to mess it up.
We actually did a black and white affair on it
two
2 years ago, right?
On New Year's Eve.
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that.
No, it was Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah.
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And people came dressed.
People came dressed to the T, you
Right.
know? So,
Yeah, that's that classical shit. That's when you know ain't gonna be no type of problems. Ain't nobody trying to bust a move in no shoes.
no.
Yeah.
Right there.
Or return it the next day. Either way.
Yeah, stuff my shits all up.
Tag in the back. I see some dresses.
I don't want a mustard stain on this thing or nothing.
Oh, it's
nothing.
Nothing.
I keep this fresh.
Yo, you gonna have to take it to the dry cleaner before you drop it back off? Like, nah, man.
You know who's returning it because they ain't dancing heavy. There's a lot of this. They don't want to get smelled up too much, so they do a lot of that.
As soon as somebody walk past you, ho.
Yeah. I'll count on me.
Use
No,
you.
back up.
That's right. They had nothing on that.
That's when you holding your drink this far away from you. No spillage, nothing.
That's right.
Oh man.
Cross connecting.
Big facts.
Clear liquor all night. No cranberry, no Cape Coders.
No, just straight clear liquor.
Exactly. I take tequila, a vodka, gin. That's it.
Oh, shit.
So, Angel, why don't you tell the people a little bit more about what you got going on? Aside from you being a DJ, we know you're a father, a family man.
Yeah. Well,
let them know what you got going on.
Well, I started a company, Deluxe Promotion. That's the company that has to do with entertainment. Also, I've done shows. Dougie Fresh. I've done
Facts.
I've done
You done some Johnny Clang. You done like
Johnny Clang for making the band. I've done quite a few shows off Cape. Did DMX on the Cape.
DMX, yeah.
You know, did KRS, so stuff like that. But I work for the town of Wellfleet. That's my main job. I work for the town of Wellfleet. I've been the assistant director of park and recreation for about 22 years.
Nice.
You know, straight. Before that, I was there part-time before that. So I've been there a long time. I played professional basketball overseas before I came to the Cape. So I came from overseas to the Cape.
Nice.
So, you know, I was a big-time basketball player in New York City. Grew up with hip-hop, as you know this already. I grew up with hip-hop. I grew up with the Jazzy Five, MC from my neighborhood. Grandmaster Cass was from my neighborhood. A little bit, about 20 minutes away was African Bambaataa, Jazzy J. So I grew up with all of them because I was in all of those areas. So I was in that circle all the time. So that's how that's a little bit about myself. So
where can the people find Deluxe Promotions?
Now,
all you gotta do is look up Deluxe Promotion Group, and I'll pop up. Angel Robinson will pop up, or GPS. Oh, you look. We got a company, GPS Group Party Services. If you look that up, that's JT and I. That's on Facebook. You'll see it. You know, it's a private thing, so you just can't jump on it. We have to allow you to be on it because we only have.
And that's why I asked you where can they find. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, we do, and I also have the talk show, The Drop. Let's Talk. JT was at the beginning with me when I was starting that.
Oh my God,
way back. We're working on a podcast, and we just did some interviews. We wanted to actually be an viewing type setup, but it turned into a talk show and just talk about anything that people say.
Yeah.
So that's what it turned into. But we're going to start doing more interviews and stuff like that.
I miss
Yeah.
doing that when I used to do that all the time. Like with the music video shows and all that shit. So
yeah, Cape Cod, Cape Soul, right?
No, I had the real.
Who had Cape Soul?
That was Joe Bay had Cape.
That was Joe. Yeah.
I had the Rio with Tim. Yeah,
Mhm.
that was the other reason why after I went to Nashville, all that stemmed from me being in the boy band and when I was like 15.
Yeah.
And show we were doing. So like, you know, you're around like NSYNC and you're around like I'm doing all these shows and you're like, and then that was like that kept me out of trouble for a minute.
He walked my lady down the aisle.
You talking about Britney Spears? That was my girl. She came out.
Oh.
I was in the wedding, and they came up.
That was nice, though. That was nice.
We were in New York, the same place where Aaliyah was buried. So the same place they had Aaliyah.
Oh, yeah.
So my boy is Britney's manager in NSYNC and Backstreet and all that stuff. Yeah. So that's where the wedding was. So I was in the wedding. So I was there, and I was at the front, and he was like, yeah. And the dudes came up, 7 blackout SUVs. You come up, JT. Yeah, what's up? All right, you're going to take Brittany down the aisle. I'm like, all right, cool. I still like that. Now, I've got Timmy as my +1. So Timmy's already, you don't know. I went over to Timmy. I'm like, she's here. Now I went back. She came up. She grabbed on. She goes, JT. I'm like, yeah, how are you? And then Justin came right behind me. He's like, watch your hands, man. Watch your hands.
You're stupid.
But that, you know, but it's like Angel, when you're around certain people and you're around that, it's like, that's just like second nature. So there's no way you can't help but get back into it. Yeah, some way, you know what I mean? And it's like I stepped out to be a single dad for a minute. Wouldn't change it. And the kids see the videos and stuff and they're like, wait, why are you talking to Jay-Z? Yeah. Like, why are you talking to Eminem? Like, what are you doing? Like, and my daughter was seeing the boy band. We're like, no, She's like, wait a minute, you can dance? I'm like, what do you mean I can dance? And she's like, what am I watching? And she's just laughing, and the kids are laughing, and then they see Angel and I, and they're like, yeah, this all makes sense. Like, this all makes sense for you guys to be together. So, you know what? Our kids, our families, they support us. Yeah. And we got together because we kept being at different events.
Yeah. We're at the same events, not different events. We're at the same events, but he was hosting and I was
doing different things. Yeah, y'all doing two different things at the same event.
At the same event. So
see, that's how the universe works sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, man.
Crazy.
We're like, let's do some stuff. Right. You know what I mean? And then it just turned into something.
And then talking about it actually making something happen, you know?
Yeah. From like I always say, from darkness comes light, man.
Yeah,
and we've been in dark situations and it's like I don't think the first person I think of when to do certain things, I'm like, all right, so I'll just text him. And that's to the point where he just, it's not even a question. You know what I'm saying? Well, I already know it's going to be yes. I always tell him, I got to check with Angel to make sure he can do this. I already know it's
exactly.
Yes. And
Let me just check.
Thank you. September 9th at 4 p.m. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's my answer too.
Okay. And that's it. We'll put it in the calendar.
Yeah. Or if we have something, I say we have something. Hey, we got something. So what time, you know? Right.
You're on the same wavelength.
Yeah. And that's key, to be on the same wavelength with you in business with. And you can depend on the person showing up, being there to help out. That's important.
Right.
That's key.
You know, JT is there. And if he's going to be late, he's going to call you and say, hey, I'm going to be late.
Yeah.
You know, that doesn't happen too much. But if he's going to be late.
I just was over here doing the stanky leg. I'm going to be a little late.
Oh, Angel will leave me. Angel will leave me with the, don't worry, this music's going to play for 45 minutes. I'm like, where you going? And you're going to do something. I'm like,
I'll be back.
I got to hold this shit down.
Oh, it's happened. It's happened. He's left me out in the middle of anywhere. And I'm like,
yep. I said the show's it's 5. If it's 5, what is 5? No, I'll be back at 6:30 when the show really starts.
Yeah,
turn up when I get there.
But now I got to do improv for the next hour and 30 minutes, and he knows it's happening. But you know what? We'll do it. We make it happen, and it's funny, man. It's funny because I'll have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the show, and I'll walk off. I got to go, and he still did. So next hour he goes, "It's going down." Angel coming at you. Oh yeah, I see you, girl.
I love it. He picking up the pieces. He picking up the pieces.
That's what I do. I pick up the pieces, and he pick up my pieces. That's the way it goes.
Big fact.
That's why we don't worry, man. You don't worry. If you got somebody you can work with, you're good.
Yeah.
And I wish we had more Black people that actually felt and thought that way.
Yeah.
Because
felt comfortable saying it and knowing that it's true and it's a fact that you actually have somebody that you actually on. You know, that's a beautiful thing, man. Especially
we try to keep people around us like that. So we have a small circle, and all our people come correct in our circle.
Right.
You know, so even to join our circle, you have to come correct.
Yeah. You ain't just getting in. Like, we're pretty much, we got the same, you get the same group, and it's, you got to really think of it. You're blessed. You're put there for a reason. Now, you get to a certain age in your life, we're trying to let these kids know, your age too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like, listen, if you got something that's working, don't let anybody else get inside it and mess it up for you.
That's right.
You gotta see like how far you can get with this. But it's like every day. You have to be on this every single day. That's like real talk. If you want it to be a hobby, fine, let it be a hobby. Because I work at the hospital too. But people don't even realize that him and I have other jobs sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're like, oh, what, you have another job? We're like, yeah, we got.
Like I'm a regular person. Like
but then and people have seen me out at the hospital. Like, you know, people are about to go out anesthesia. I'm like, all right, man, so I'm going here. We're going to take you on, pick the doctor. Are you the guys? Are you the dancers? The JJ's covering the Angel? Is Angel here too? Listen, man, you know, you want to put it like, no, go to sleep. Go to sleep, right? You got to keep those people around you, man, because if you don't see any progress out of the people that are with you, if they're not next to you and helping you, and I'm serious, like, and if they just support you, which we have people that just support us, and we don't expect them to do anything, just be real with us and be supportive. That's all they do. They do some extra stuff that we don't even think about.
Exactly. Yeah,
for us, you know what I'm saying? And they bring us stuff, and it's like, they're not trying to like.
You know, it's out of love.
Yeah. Oh man, it's a great feeling. You don't find that often.
Yeah.
When it's pure, man. When it's pure, and it's just, you can't stop it. You know, it's just going to happen. You know.
Right. So, you know, we've been doing that the Friday night virtual dance party for 49 weeks, right?
49.
And you know how much dedication you have to do something for the people for free and ask for nothing.
Yes.
So it was a point for us to get back during this time at people suffering from the pandemic, out of job, to give them 2 hours and take your mind away from everything else. And just enjoy 2 hours of dancing and having fun.
Exactly.
Most people don't appreciate time. Most people don't appreciate time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, they rush. It's like, you know, when they're looking forward to it and they're sending us messages. Yeah. Y'all okay? You all right? You guys coming out today, right?
Hey, it's 7 o'clock. You guys are not on. What's going on? We get messages like that.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Love it.
You know?
It's a good thing. Yep.
Yes. Gotta love that. I swear.
So it's important to also give back, and that's what my point was. Right. It's so important to give back.
And not because you
just
want
don't take everything, because we actually been blessed, and I actually been blessed. We went on a 4-year of music and gigs for 3 years straight, just gigs. Right? Yeah. So many gigs. So you have to realize, okay, the gigs are slowed down. You have to get back.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
We do anywhere between 4 to 8 charity events. Yeah, we'll donate either it'll be completely free or we give you we chop it in half and give you a great deal. You know, and we've always said it. You'll never be able to tell what we get paid for and what we don't get paid for. Exactly. You can't. You can't. I dare you try to find out when we got paid and when we didn't get paid.
It's the same performance no matter what.
Absolutely. The energy and our respect and the way we come, we give it to you, man.
Yeah.
I see it.
And you know who told me that? You know, KRS lived grew up a block from me. We grew up together, a block from each other. And when I brought him to the concert, he said, you know what keeps him going? He said, if he has one person, 500 people, or he's in the stadium, it's the same performance.
Right. Yeah.
And I remember that when he told me that. That's the performance you got to give.
Right.
All the time.
You know that as an artist. You are. Yeah,
exactly.
You know
and I used to do it. I used to perform at places. You have to be the first one to perform sometimes. It's like 2 people there. You still have to give your all, no matter what. Look, I just gained 2 fans. Now, these 2 people know 15 more people. Now, look at what just happened.
And that's how it works.
But that's your mentality. But you got to go. That's a true artist is going in with that mentality.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I had no idea who Eminem was, and we went to Boston to see him. I had no idea. I didn't even say his name right. And we went to Middle East or whatever, like
Middle East.
Yeah, and that capacity was like 500 or something like that. But we chilled there for a while, and I'm like, is anybody gonna come to this place? Like, we just talked. He was rhyming for, we interviewed and all that, and then all of a sudden I saw this bitch get packed. But he's like, it wasn't always like this. Like you just said, like it was like a couple of people, and you know who had a prime example and an eye opener was IBC and Omega. That was a local group that was here. You remember that was Taryn, that was Ray.
Taryn,
so they did the show. I had them open up for Naughty by Nature up at Mount Holyoke College.
Nice,
That was crazy. Sold out, thousand on top of thousand. And those kids, they killed it. They rocked it. They sold out all their CDs, signed autographs, everything. They were like, look, all right. And then next week we were back at the Mill Hill Club. Now there's like maybe 200 people that were at the club, 300 people. I'm like, and they're like, I can see them drinking. I'm like, what's wrong? I'm like, y'all gonna act the same way you did last week for those 3,000 people for these 300 people.
Yeah, same show. You gotta
it's the same show. Right. I can see them like, they're like, yeah, we gotta rock. And they rocked it, but you can see like, yeah, there's a difference. Yeah, I gotta like, this is the kind of things you gotta adjust to. You know, it's good. It's a good eye opener for people that want to be artists.
And one other thing, when you did the commercial, JT did the commercial for
Kevin Bacon.
No, TD Bank.
Hey,
TD Bank commercial, yeah.
So we're setting up for the event, and we're at the house, and they come to the house, and they're recording JT and I, and we have to start at. We start to do the show. We start to do like the thing for the commercial, and they like, Dad, you guys are like at 10 already. We're like, we do this all the time. We weren't even at 10, but it was like we started at 10 to them, seeing it for the first time.
They want us to do our Friday night dance party. Right. It was our Friday night dance party, but on a Wednesday, but it wasn't live for anybody else, so we had to pretend that it was that night. They were filming it. Yeah. And so I'm like, Angel, we're starting up, and he goes, man, and he smiled, man, and then put it on. So you gotta, we came right in, like it was already been on, and I'm talking to the camera like we always do. What's happening Friday night? What's happening? What's up, man? But pretend like
it was crazy because I was telling him it's hard to come into something and just jump straight to 10 or 8. You know what I mean? You have to build up. You know how it goes when you build up. But it was a commercial, so you had to just come in and we got to start at 10.
Like we coming in killing shit.
The energy had to be so high. Usually you build up the energy till the end of the night. Then it's a boom at the end, you know. But that commercial was crazy because it was like a half an hour of them filming. You had to be at 10 the whole time.
Yeah, and for them
JT,
30 seconds.
I want to hear one of the craziest stories throughout your music promoting and doing shows. I want to hear the craziest story. I know you got a few.
It's either the ludicrous situation, which is probably so damn crazy because I was there, like picking him up. All right, so for example, I drove up there. Now I went to the wrong place first because I went to the next stadium. So I was at Gillette, and then
they were at Wonderland Ballroom, right?
Yeah, so I went to I went to the next place, and that was Taylor Swift performing. So I drive up there, and I'm thinking that Ludacris is there because they gave me the wrong thing. So I drove up, and I'm like, and the guy at the gate, the guy's like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here to pick up Ludacris." He goes, "Oh, okay." Let me in. I'm like, driving in. And I see this huge tour bus and Taylor Swift picture. I'm like, I got up to the tour bus. No security. Nobody stopped me. If I was crazy, I could have done something. I could have gone on that bus.
Crazy shit.
I could have put on her clothes instead of trying to take a selfie.
Facts.
And put whipped cream on my chest, whatever. But I was like, no. I did that, and I found out it wasn't there, so I drove to the next place and to pick up Ludacris. So now I'm back there, and it's Ludacris, man, just like, and I'm watching everything go on. I'm seeing the money transaction. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing that, and I'm like, all right, so this is about to happen. Cool. I got 1,000 people out there killing it. We got opening match, killing it. The show, it's a perfect night. It's the perfect storm, but in a positive light. And then all of a sudden,
What year was this? So for the people that don't know,
2016, 2014,
14.
2014.
Okay.
Hotel's ready. Everything's ready. I was dealing with. I've never had this happen in my entire life. I've dealt with all kinds of like third-party promoters, and I've already done a event with this other promoter I was dealing with. This agent between. I've done stuff with him, so I never would even think that this was going to go down. I'm posting. I'm paying. We're doing all kinds of stuff. So my bottom line is, I think that I don't believe Ludacris actually knew about the show 100%.
Yeah.
And they tried to like pitch to him after the fact. Like, go going to an after party, and then I heard something about, well, he's a pop hours of the way, and they were like, well, it's like 45 minutes of where we were, and they were like, nah, I don't want to do it. And that was it. So I didn't know that stuff I found out after.
Yeah.
But then they tried to post. Anybody that heard about a concert at Pufferbelly's, that was a scam artist, promoter, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
Never mind, I got my text messages, I got my emails, I got all that stuff. And that was hard. So my heart's racing. My heart's racing. You know what I'm saying? I got 80 police or whatever they had outside, to the inside. And I just went upstairs and I was like, he's not coming. And they all just looked at me. Okay.
Yeah, and I was there that night. I was there that night too, so it's crazy.
You know, it's just like,
and I was like, I think he's performing at Libby's. At that's what I think it's the spot at the back part of Wonderland Ballroom. I was like, I think they said he's gonna be there, so it's weird because I had people in Boston that were out there to that, and they said he's performing here. I was like, I don't know how he's gonna perform there and make it here at the same time.
And it just left. Being at the other one, the outside, whatever it was, you know. Yeah. And I was like, so it's crazy. So yeah, I was nervous. I was like, I prayed, and like I said, that was because of the situation. That was my craziest. Because I had a little bit of both.
Yeah. But now you can talk directly to the artist. That's the best thing to do.
Huge.
Talk directly to the artist and make the deal right with the artist. You know,
no middleman. We ain't doing no middleman.
Even if it's a middleman. If you speak to the artist directly, you know, like we're talking to you right now, record. Like somebody press record, and there you go. You have the conversation right there, then and there. And they do the drop and have the artist do the drop
for the event.
I'm gonna be such and such. When I did Twister too. I did him in New Hampshire, and Twister gave us the blast right there, and that's what you need. You need to you have to have the drops.
Make it official. Put the stamp on it.
That's right. The drop makes it. That's the stamp. Yeah.
Angel, okay. What's your craziest?
Good. So I knew you was gonna ask that. I think my craziest one when I did DMX, and DMX showed up a day early.
Wow.
To the event. You know, DMX he's unpredictable. So he shows up a day early. I get a phone call. DMX is up. At the hotel in New Bedford. Right? No, not New Bedford. What's the place in between New Bedford and
Fairhaven?
Fairhaven. Yeah. He's in Fairhaven. So I gotta get out of bed because I was in bed already. Try grab Mellow Yellow because I said Mellow Yellow. Let's go up. So I called her. So she left her house. She drove. So we drove up there because I was tired.
Yeah.
So I need somebody to drive with me. And we get up there. And so we go to the strip club, Temptations.
Yeah.
We're at Temptations. They give, he's in the club now. And now, when you say DMX is in the club, now nobody's there. But once you say he's there, everybody starts crying.
Right.
They're there. He's just in there shooting pool. And they don't have the security for that at the spot because it's not prepared for him to be there.
Exactly.
So they got the regular security there. So it was just crazy. And then after that, we go back to the hotel. He's hanging out in front of the hotel, just chilling, talking to everybody till like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I gotta go home, and he's just with people, sitting like a regular person hanging out. I'm like, you know that you need to get up somewhere. I'm good.
That's him, though.
Yeah, that's him.
We have to stay up there. So they all stayed there. We had to wait till like 5 o'clock until he goes up to the room. I was like, this is crazy.
It's a whole day.
So we don't, and then so the next day they tell me, hey, he's out. All people call me. He's out here in town, running around, breakfast doing. He's just everywhere. I'm like, is he gonna make it to the damn show? Because I don't even know how he's up for breakfast. You know, being up all night. Oh, it was crazy.
He ain't never go to sleep.
That's what it
So
is.
everybody, he did. I must have not. So Puffin Bellies is packed that night, and then everybody's like, is he coming? Is he coming? But I knew he was coming because it was the MTV tour. So the MTV
Exactly.
people were there
Yeah,
also to make sure he gets to every
big facts.
spot. So he showed up. The bus was out front. So it was crazy. It was a good time, but he's unpredictable. I'll tell you that.
Very,
You know,
very.
an hour, a day early,
day
not
early.
an hour early, a day early.
Yeah. I'm used to them being late.
Yeah, late.
You know what
No,
I'm saying?
he's
Like,
early.
Yeah, I'd much rather have
And
that.
you know, he used to be missing shows all the time. But when you're on the tour bus and they watch you, they get somebody.
They making sure you get into that date. 'Cause they
Definitely.
losing money.
Yeah, and he killed the show. He could.
Oh yeah, it was wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was wild.
Okay. So, fellas, man, if you got, you got a young guys out here that's trying to go into this.
But hold on, somebody, we hear you. Somebody's have their thing up too loud in the back, so we hear in the background.
It's echoing.
I do hear an echo. Is that me?
What's so good?
I'm not
It
sure.
might be 'cause
Hey,
you
go ahead.
in and out.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, my question was for all people that want to go into follow our footsteps. What do you recommend? What advice would you give them?
If someone want to follow our footsteps,
Yes.
what we want to give them.
I read a lot.
Well, I read a lot. I watch a lot of videos, but I also been through it. You know what I mean? So you have to get a role model or someone to like us. If you want to, like some people say they want to DJ and stuff. So I'm gonna start a DJing class so people can actually come and see what steps you need to learn to DJ and stuff like that. You can't just jump into promoting and you don't know anything about promoting or you don't know anything about the field. You know, you have to actually learn from somebody. So when I started DJing, I had other people to look up to in the hood. You know, had other DJs, had other MCs. So all you got to do is link up with them. So I would say get hang out with somebody like JT, spend a day with us, spend a week with us. You know, I'm also at the media center sometimes, so I can show people how to set up their cameras, how to stream, how to work edit and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they always can holler at me. That's not a problem.
I've had people. I've actually had like interns when I was doing shows.
Yeah.
I had people coming in and helping out, setting up the shows. Like, cause I've done everything from being that the roadie and putting stuff together.
Oh yeah, I did
and
that.
running to the hotels and putting the things in, picking up the artists, and then doing money. Like, so I've had people do that for me after I've already been through it. So I can say, I know you can do this because I've done it. So you know what I mean? Like that's the whole point of us living what we're doing.
Yeah, but don't try to come in and start at the top. Oh, that's the worst. You know, you gotta make those steps like everyone else did.
And you gotta get those mistakes. So that's what we learned. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my thing about mistakes is if you made the mistake, I don't have to do the same thing to make that same mistake.
Correct.
Exactly.
So you know what I mean?
Right.
A wise man learns from the mistakes of others.
Right.
Right.
That's the way I feel about it. Mr. Magic, 107.5 in New York back in the day. He used to say that at the show.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
facts.
if you can put your hand in the fire and get burned, I'm not gonna put my fire.
My hand. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go ahead, you stupid motherfucker. I just seen what happened to you.
That's right. That's right. I don't need to do that. You know? But you do have to take some steps. If you want to learn how to DJ, you have to learn. You have to learn about timing. You have to learn about switching from one turntable to the next. You have to learn how to. I can DJ on turntables, or I could DJ on controllers. So you have to learn how to learn on different units too. Because you might go to a club and it's what they have, and you have to go right in there, plug your stuff in, and just go with whatever they have. Because my unit is big. but and maybe it's not room to put my unit in that spot. I have to use a small unit that they have. I'll adjust and use whatever they have. So you have to. So that's the steps you have. But the steps I say you have to take is find someone who's doing what you're doing and ask them to help you along the way. But you have to be there. Don't ask me to help you do something and you don't want to show up one time. You have to want it. Don't ask me. I'm not going to help you.
That's right.
Don't waste my time if you don't really want this.
Exactly. So you wasting my time when someone else can have it. That's serious.
Absolutely.
So.
Okay.
So have you guys ever thought of I don't know if you've done it or not. My memory might be, a little tap. I smoke a lot of marijuana. But
allegedly.
Have you guys ever thought of doing like a mentoring program, big brother, little brother type situation?
Yeah, JT and I talked about that. So we're trying to work our way into doing things like that. We've been having conversations about that already. Yeah. So
it's with the COVID, it controls a lot of stuff right now. So
fact.
When I was before all this hit, and I was doing a lot of motivational things, so I was at a lot of schools, and so I was going to different schools. So last like year and a half. So I've been at the little kids all the way up. So I had kids write me. I have kids write me still now, and they watch the videos every day, my motivational videos, and they're like, asking questions. I'm going through this today. Or KT, I went back to an old video you had, and it resonated with me. And so, how did you get to this point? Like, what did you go through when you said that you lost this friend, or you didn't that friend? And I'm like, it is. I said, you might be lonely for a while. You might be by yourself for a while, and that is absolutely okay. You're going to be fine. I was like, the thing is, it's being comfortable by yourself. That's a key step. Because some people feel they have to have people around you. I'm like, no, you'll be all right. And the whole thing is to keep asking questions. You know what I mean? And I follow like Russell Simmons. I follow Dad. I looked at all these different artists that were doing shows and doing business, and I was like, okay, I like the way they're doing that, and ideas and things I didn't think about. And that's why I like reading their books and watching their documentaries and videos, and I'm seeing how they got over certain steps and things that they went through that I'm like, damn, because I've gone, some people losing their mother at a young age, losing their father at a young age, living on the street, being homeless. I didn't have all that, but they did, and they still made it. So I'm like, so what are you crying for?
Exactly.
If you really want it, you're gonna keep striving and keep going for it. You start putting yourself around those kind of people. So I don't want to hear anything. If you're not trying to, I didn't do it. Nothing happened this month. And so what? Nothing happened this month.
It's all about your mindset and the people you surround yourself around.
Yeah.
True.
There's no time limit on this, man. It'll happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
So yes, we are planning on working on some stuff about mentoring kids. I do that anyway. I do that for part of work. So
it just comes naturally.
Yeah, I do that for work. So
okay, cool.
It's fun, man. It's not work. What we do is not work. Cause we enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
True.
It's a hobby.
Once you enjoy it,
I love what we do. So I have a good time.
Exactly.
There's people that
and you should love what you do. Everybody should love what they do. Because there's a lot of miserable people that wake up and go to a job every single day and they hate it.
Yeah. If I don't love it, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
That's right. That's right.
I know we've all driven through a drive-through and you've seen the person and their face is just like, and their attitude is stink. And it's just like, why are you even working here if you don't want to be here?
Mm-hmm. Unless it's temporary, because you gotta go to get to the next step. Then I understand, but your demeanor, what you put out, because you have no idea who you're serving. You have no idea, because I might be that dude that you're coming for an interview for after you get out of this. You gotta take care. So I've seen that happen. People
Big facts.
And they're like, oh, hey, yeah, you're that same person that threw
Hi.
Exactly. Yeah. For the interview. I'm gonna let you do it, but I think you already know where this is going to
You know the outcome.
Because what you do represents me. And if you're coming to work for us or whatever, I need you to put out that good front, because that's what we're promoting. So you better promote
the universe listens. People don't believe in the universe. The universe listens.
That's right.
Manifest every day, baby. Trust me, I've seen it. I'm living proof. We're living proof. There's no joke.
Seriously. We all are. Because we come from a place where either you survive or you don't. There's no in between.
You already know it.
So it's crazy. And people, it irks my nerves that people still to this day hate to see people succeed. Like, I'll never understand that.
That's the worst, you know? And
it's like, why are you mad that I'm doing more than you, but now I'm better than you? No, I'm not better than you. I'm not better than anybody on this earth. I'm just doing what's supposed to be done.
Yeah. I don't focus on people like that. I just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Big facts.
That's my thing. You want to be like that? I'll continue doing what I'm doing and let you do what you do. That's what and I had people that I had to cut off.
Yeah.
Like, Chop, see you later. You do you. I don't talk anything bad about them. I just say you do what you do, and I do what I do.
I'm gonna do what I do. Yeah.
I see you. I say what's up, and I keep it moving. But we would do no business together. And Jonathan know that. He knows I cut you. I cut people off, and I know I say hi. I'm courteous, but we're not going to do any business together. So don't call me. Don't call me to do any business. Don't call me if you got any gigs. I don't need them.
No references.
You do you no references. I'm giving you no references. Nothing. I'm just saying. Yep. He's doing him, and I do me. That's it.
The reason why I'm rocking back and forth because I'm thinking when Angel plays a certain song on Friday night, smile in the face all the time, won't take your place.
That's the joint.
Back to heaven.
That's the joint.
Smile in your face.
We already did. So that's that here.
What do you guys think the generation needs? Because honestly, not just this generation, the generation before that generation also screwed.
I think the generation now needs the generation before them to tell them what's right from wrong. You know, everything is not about Megan Stallion and bouncing and all of that. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
And it's not about that. You know,
I've
seen people 50 years old bouncing to Megan Stallion. Then I don't care if you like the music. Don't get me wrong, but you can't be doing 50-year-old doing Megan Stallion dances, bouncing and all of that. No,
it's ridiculous.
You know,
what
do you think when you're doing that and the kids are watching? Your young kids are watching. They're gonna repeat what you do.
Yeah, right.
That's what they're gonna think. That's what it's all about. So we need to tell the kids what's right from wrong, and don't hide. Tell the kids the truth.
You can't.
I'm so glad you said that because we have too many parents. First of all, want to be friends to their children.
We talk about that too.
Yeah.
And it's appalling to me. It's like, wait, now you wonder why your kids don't respect you at all. Anybody else?
Exactly. Yeah. I snapped at a kid in CVS a few years back. Not even my kid. Now I'm in the store with my kid. He's reading a book. And sitting on the ground reading a book, and I'm grabbing my stuff, and he's doing just what I asked him. Stay over there, I'll be right back. And so I'm over here in the next hour, still see him. And this little kid's like, the mother's like, come on, Tommy. He's like, no. And I whip my head on. I'm like, who are you yelling at? And he just stopped like this. I'm like, she said, let's go.
Exactly.
And he just put it down, and she goes, thank you. I'm like, and I want to be like, I'm not going to get into it with her, but I was like, Darian, my son's like this. And I'm like, well, what happened to you? He goes, I'm like, exactly. We don't
exactly.
You can't be a parent in public when you're not a parent at home.
Yeah.
Listen, my grandmother made me scared to go to the store. I swear to God, don't touch nothing. Didn't I tell you not to bow? I slap you in front of all these motherfucking people.
Right.
But now we can't do that as parents because DCF has taken over households and they don't even really do their job to a T.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not doing it. They're not doing it the way they should do it, and they're allowing the kids to have too much freedom. Yeah. And so when the teacher's like, "If anybody's bothering you at home," I'm like, "Well, they could." Well, yeah, because you didn't do your homework, you didn't do your chores. You want to like that's
and
why.
And it's different ways to handle disciplining your kids. You know
absolutely.
what I mean? Like my daughter, I just say, give up that what is that watch?
The Apple Watch.
Apple Watch. Give
the Apple Watch.
Let me give that up. Give the AirPods up.
Oh yeah.
Give it up. You're not going to do what I tell you. You can't have these things.
Yeah, my kids have lost everything. One time. They're in nothing. All the electronics were in our room.
Exactly.
At one time, I'm like, this house is quiet.
Yeah. I pay for all of these things. these things are mine now.
Right.
Until your behavior gets to the point I expect it to be.
Exactly.
You know, so it's different ways to discipline. My son, I slap him in the back of his head. My son gets, bah, you better act right.
The boy can catch it.
My son can catch it, you know, because it's
everybody gonna catch it. Playing what you got, damn it.
I gotta prepare him as a black man to be able to deal with this world. I gotta treat you different. My daughter may get over, but my son, I treat her tough too. But my son, you know, I gotta
different.
Deal, you know.
Oh yes, gotta treat you different.
My kids are older now, so my daughter's in Miami at school, and he's here. So it's like I'm hoping that you know, like I'm hoping whatever I taught her that clicks. Now we might never know the situation that they've been in. You know what I'm saying? You pray that if you got in that situation, like I just basic stuff we're talking about the back. First of all, don't take no drinks to anybody you don't know. Two, keep your hand over your drink when you're dancing. Three, if you go dancing and you leave your drink at the bar, don't take that drink.
Don't take that one.
And if you need money, because you ran out of money, call me. I'll send you money.
Exactly.
Right.
And also you have to take your kids different places. Like my kids travel, so they see different things. You can't be stuck. Like, you know, I'm from the BX. There's people who never left the Bronx. I can't believe you never left the Bronx to go to another borough or anything.
Same shit with my people in Jersey.
So you have, right? Yeah. So you have to take your kids to see different things, so their mind can expand. You know, that's important. You know,
that's what you have to do. Explore your horizons.
And what happened to me? I was able to go down south. I was able to go to St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. My family is from the west, St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix.
Nice.
I have family in the Dominican Republic. I was able to go different places to see different things. And I went overseas. Overseas changed everything for me. Like they don't act like anything like the people in America. No. They treat you different, you know. So
the gratitude is way different.
Exactly, yeah.
Our kids are becoming desensitized because everything is instant gratification.
Yeah.
And so when they see all this BS on their social media and the disrespect for each other and towards women and young girls, they become desensitized.
But overseas is different.
Right, I know. Overseas is different. I'm talking about here.
Yeah.
Right. And I have friends that are born out of this country and they're here and their kids are like, what the? You know, Lorenzo's kids.
Yeah.
Right. And they're like, we have to get them back out of here.
Yeah.
You know, because you can see the kid change a little bit because now they're becoming a little bit more Americanized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard. It's not. It's that raising a child is a job in itself. But even more because the social media is there a lot too. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. But don't get me wrong.
It starts at home, though.
America.
It starts at home, though. That's the basis.
Yeah, I would leave if I need to, but I'm saying I love America because you could do what you want.
This what we do, what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
And nobody kicking the door down and being like,
what you say, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
we love, man. We appreciate
they
this.
Might though.
We appreciate
they might. If I say the wrong thing, they might come kick the door in. I don't.
Hey, you never know.
Careful. You say what you don't say. I ain't gonna play on you.
Knowing it's half the battle, you know that. You know not to get too carried away with you.
Oh yeah. Yep.
They kick my door and they're gonna be mad as fuck. They're gonna trip over toys and stuffed animals and they're gonna be wasting time in this motherfucker.
That's right.
Absolutely. But we thank you, man, for giving us this time, man.
Yeah, thank you
Definitely.
so much.
I thank you guys for even taking the time. I know how busy y'all have events all over the place doing everything. So
we have to make sure we get on this. My inner thoughts. We love it.
That's good. It is
love
very
the
cool.
show. Yeah.
We appreciate that. And then we always have to make sure that we got our time and kid time and so you know what I'm saying? So we got to slide that in too because you can't break that up, otherwise it's just go crazy. Right. Always remember to take time for yourself.
That's right.
I don't care if it's going to get a massage.
Me time. Get that me time in. That's what I call it. I get my me
taking
time.
a walk. I don't care.
We both take power nap. I don't even know. We both take power nap before we even go out.
That's
right. Go to bed.
I'm old. I gotta
we love it. Trust me, we love those naps. I'm like, wait, Angel, what are you doing? You already know I'm about to take. What do you need?
About to take a nap. What do you want?
Walk in the house, kick those shoes off.
It'd be a quick power one.
And people wonder why. They say, y'all guys are always relaxed. Yes, we are, because I get my nap in.
Oh, yeah. Get my nap. I'll go to the mall sometimes. I get a little 25-minute massage. Go and see my boy over at the Cape Cod Therapeutic Spa.
Nice.
Towel.
I'm refreshed, goddammit. Let go. Let go.
Hot stones. Get some hot
I'm
stones on your back.
rejuvenated. You know, you got to get rejuvenated.
That's right, rejuvenated. There you go.
All day.
And plus, you love what you do too, so that's just a bonus.
Yeah,
Just a
right.
bonus.
You have to remember to also make yourself number one. That's important. If you don't make yourself number one, you can't help anybody else. You can't help the kids. If you have a lady, your lady can't help anyone else. You got to make yourself. People say it's selfish. Yeah, you're supposed to be selfish for yourself.
Better be.
Yourself.
Exactly.
What they say
At the end of the day, it's just me.
Yeah, if you can't be there for
What
yourself,
they say in the play,
Put the mask on first.
put your mask on yourself first before you try to help anybody else.
Right.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's a key point, because a lot of people, and I know a lot of people who do this, will give advice to other people,
Yeah.
but won't even give themselves that same courtesy.
Exactly.
A lot of people do that. You gotta stop. You have to take out. Sometimes I go off and I'm like, damn, I need to be doing the same thing. I just did 30 days of this, and I'll dip off, and that's okay for you to fall off. The whole point is just get back up and get back on.
Yeah.
You know, and I felt so much better when I did certain things. And you will.
Yeah.
You got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
Keep yourself first. Make sure. Take care of yourself first.
love myself. I love myself. I say thank you every morning when I wake up. Love myself.
Yeah.
I'll talk to anybody.
Actually, I had some friends go on a trip recently, and they were like, I said, well, you had about 12 women. Did you guys talk about empowerment? Did you talk about financial wealth? She said, no. We talked about loving ourselves first. I said, that's good by me.
Mm-hmm.
Once you
Very
get
good
that,
vibes.
then when you love yourself first, I said,
Good vibes.
I like that.
Right.
You know,
I destroyed a whole lot of situations on all playing fields because I didn't love myself.
yeah.
You are self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do that.
Big
They
facts.
self-sabotage a lot.
Big facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what?
And
Now you're here to fix that.
Yeah.
I realized that I
Right.
needed to sit my ass down somewhere,
Yeah.
focus on me, who I am, what I want, what I need,
Right.
and then I can project that elsewhere.
Exactly.
You had to gather your inner thoughts.
Big facts.
Exactly.
My inner thoughts and my inner feelings. I love it.
That's right. Right.
It's definitely been a pleasure for me, fellas, man. I got a from you guys, and that's the limit. I look forward to you guys again, and take a trip out there, and, you know, meet face to face, and we could, you know, talk a little more about economics and things of that nature. So, you know, kudos to you guys, and appreciate you guys to be a part of this show.
Thank you so much for having us.
Appreciate it, D. Thank you so much for thanking me.
Definitely.
Man, thank you so much, man.
Absolutely.
You guys,
Salute.
man.
Salute.
Thank you
Keep
both
up
so
the good
much.
work out there.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Appreciate it.
Peace. Hey, JT, what you say? You gotta
Oh,
say
bro,
something.
man, we already know, man. It's one love, one family, one community. So love this video,
Like this video.
and then share this video, baby.
Share this video. I love you, yo.
Love
I
you
love
too.
you.
Peace.
Thank you. Peace.
All right.
Yeah, man.
That definitely was good, man. It definitely was motivation. And you know, especially for the young viewers that may be watching this and, you know, deciding that they want to go into this field or any field that matters. Just for them to see that, you know, it's possible as long as you stay focused, stay on the grind, you know, of course, put yourself first and make sure this is something that you want to do. That's the limit, man. It's time to stop, you know, keeping ourselves closed to boxes, man, and just open the door and just man, you know, let them wings free, you know.
You gotta stop holding yourself back, just thinking like I can't do more. Like there's not more than what I'm actually looking at, no matter what environment you are in. We're from the slums, North Brick City, Spruce and Prince Street projects. Everybody that's been around, they know exactly what I'm talking about. We made it out of there.
That's right.
Everything is possible.
That's right. These are definitely facts, man.
I want to thank everybody that took the time out, because I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't care if y'all get tired of it, but time is precious and you can't get a second back. So don't waste your time on people, places, nor things. Don't do it. If it's not getting you anywhere or to where you want to be, if you're not surrounding yourself with like-minded people, you're doing something wrong. Set yourself aside, reevaluate where you want to be, and focus. Attack them goals.
And that's what I was just about to say. Make sure you set goals for yourself. A lot of people don't do that. They just go every day and wing it. You know, they don't know what they're gonna look like. You know, if they want to put shoes on or keep this, they just don't know anything. You know, you have to dream big. You know, sky's the limit. You know, it's nothing that's holding you back. You know, these not the old days. You got so many resources out here these days that you can just chime in on. You have Google, you have, YouTubers, you have, many different resources out here. There's no excuses anymore.
Facts. Use the tools. They're around. Use them. Dollar, again, salute. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This man rushed home to make sure he was here for the situation.
I wouldn't miss
a whole lot of him. You need to fix your damn sound though.
Yeah, I know. That was me, I guess.
I'm gonna get a different situation too, instead of, because right now we're on the phones. We're just, because technology is so crazy, you can just do anything.
Yeah.
I love and hate technology at the same time.
Yeah. But it's a good thing because you get to tweak it, you get to play with it a little bit. So, it's a learning experience, especially for me, being new to this and the co-host now, I have to adjust my schedule and my time and my phone, obviously. So, give me some time, guys, and I'll get it right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get me a little computer and all that. I'm gonna do it official for the people.
Yes, sir.
Official phone.
But once again, man, I appreciate you, allowing me to be a part of, your thoughts and your podcast. It really makes me,
Definitely.
feel good. Just to know that you got brothers out there that's on the same page and want to see other people grow.
Yeah, it's all about empowerment. First, we have to take accountability. Shout out to Joanna for that. We got to take accountability, because as adults, we know right from wrong. So we have to accept that they're not always right. Sometimes we're wrong, and we just have to admit that and be the bigger person and move forward with any situation.
Definitely.
So until next time, me and Dollar Bones, we out of here. I appreciate you guys. My inner thoughts. So reality.
Salute.